Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I want to show you guys how to make a bell mouth square type. So like so. We're going to be working with a 3" by 5" and we're going to give it a 1" height, which is going to be from here to here, 1 inch. And then we're going to transition it to a 4 by 6 opening. And then we're going to finish it off by adding a 1/2 inch all the way around to give it an overall dimension of 5" by 7". And by the time we get done, we'll be making these layouts to produce this bell mouth right here. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is doing this in reverse. So we're going to start working our way from the outside in. So we're going to start off by making the 5 by 7, then the 4 by 6, and then the 3 by 5. So let's go ahead and start off by making the 5 by 7 rectangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to go 5 here vertically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, get our compass. Put our sharp point where the vertical and horizontal lines meet so that we can transfer. Let me go ahead and extend this. I'll lock it in place like so. Put my sharp point right here now. And do a random mark on the top. I'm going to open it up to the 7" length. And I'm going to lock it in place like so. Put my sharp point right here now. We're going to strike a random mark, or not a random mark, but crisscross that arc. And that'll be the other corner of our 5 by 7 square or rectangle. Okay, so there is our 5 by 7. 5 by 7. Okay, now let's go ahead and make the 6 by 4. So we're going to take off a 1/2 inch on each side of the 7" to reduce it down to 6 inches. And do the same thing on the 5". We're going to go ahead and take off a 1/2 inch on each side to reduce it down to 4 inches. Okay, so that is our 4 by 6. 4 by 6. Let's make the 3 by 5. All right, so that is our 3 by 5. Okay, now let's go ahead and get a true length triangle, because we're going to go ahead and give it a 1-inch height. So this will be a small true length triangle because it's not much of a big difference in height. So we're going to go 1 inch right there, and that's going to be our 1 inch. So what we want is from here to here 1 inch. See that? I don't know if you guys can see from the inside, 1 inch. So that's what we got here, 1 inch. Okay, perfect. Alright, now let me go over something really quick. So if you looked at my other previous videos as far as doing square to rounds, or not square to rounds, but rather square to squares, there was one video that I showed you that you guys can do your starting points on opposite ends. So you can either start your starting points either here, or you can do a starting point here. But because of the way I laid this out, we're going to go ahead and make our starting point here so we can utilize this layout to the best that we can, so that we can make things a little bit easier to find all these points that you see right here. Okay, so what I mean by starting points is you're going to start putting your compass, your sharp point here, and then try to find these arcs to try to establish these points right here. So we're going to go ahead and make a starting point here. I'm going to put a square. It can be whatever symbol. You can make a circle, but in this case I'm going to make a square. So I'm going to make a starting point here to represent this, and then I'm going to make another starting point here to represent these 2 points right here. So this is right here, and of course you can do one here, but you don't really need to do it because all we're doing is try to establish this layout to make this whole piece, and then this portion here to make this whole piece here. Okay, so let's begin. Now what you're going to do is get your compass, okay, take your sharp point and put it on the distance from this point to this point here. So in this case it'll be right here, and you're going to put it there. See that? So what you're doing is you're getting the distance from this point here, which is here, and then you're getting this point here, which is there. So that's a distance. Okay, you're going to lock it in place. Now what you're going to do is take your sharp point and put it on your true length triangle, like so, and then strike an arc. Okay, so that's basically telling us that from here to here is the distance from here to here. Okay, so now we're going to start having some fun now. So go ahead and get your compass now and put your sharp point on your true length triangle arc that you just did, and then put your pencil point on the 1 inch height mark. So like so. And we're going to lock it in place. Okay, now what you're going to do is put your sharp point on your starting point right here, which is here. Okay, and now what you're going to do is we're going to try to find this corner, which is here, which is the representation of this line that you see here along this line here. So go ahead and strike an arc. Oops, I slipped. So go ahead and strike an arc like so. See that? Okay, now you can do the same thing here, which is here. Put sharp point on this other side of the square. Okay, now what we're going to try to do is try to find this point here along this line here, because that is the 3 inch. So you're going to go ahead and strike an arc, and there you go. So now what you found is these 2 points, this one and this one, are these 2 points right here, and then this and this is these 2 points here. Okay, now the other thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and add, in this case I added a 1 inch flange right here, so that's 1 inch. See that? So what I'm going to do is take my ruler and add 1 inch, like so, right there. And I'll do the same thing here and add 1 inch. Okay, see that? Okay, now let's go ahead and let's get a line going from here to here. So that is just so that we can establish the layout on our bell mouth. Okay, so now that we got this point here, which is there, we got this point here, which is here, we got this point here, which is there. Now we need to find this corner here. So this one's fairly simple. We already know that this is 7 inches, so this is already 7 inches. So all you have to do is just connect this corner to that corner right there. So like that, and do the same thing from this corner to this corner, because this corner is here and this corner is there. And let me go ahead and get a line going right here. And there it is. So this should be this piece right here. And if it's done correctly, it should match pretty close. So let's see. Pretty close match. See? What do you think? So now let me demonstrate. This piece goes in right here, like so, as you can see. And then this piece is this piece right here, which goes like that. And then this flat part is going to be this piece right here, which goes like so. Pretty simple, right? Okay, let's go ahead and do the last piece. Let's go ahead and do this one here, which is going to be this pattern right there. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing like we did here. Now your compass should be in the same spot, but just so you guys can see, we're using just that distance. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put your compass now on this starting point here, which is here. Put it like so. And then what we're going to try to do is establish and find this corner here, which is along this line on the 5 inch, which is here. So you're going to strike an arc like so. See that? Okay. Do the same thing on this corner here. So put your sharp point right here on this corner. Okay, and now what we're going to do is try to find this corner here along this line, which is this representation of the line. So go ahead and strike an arc. Okay, so now what you found is these 2 points right here are these 2 points right there. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and add the 1 inch extension that we had here onto here. So I'm going to add 1 inch here, and then add another inch here. And let me go ahead and get a line. Okay, let's go ahead and now connect this line to this corner here to the starting point. So the arc to the starting point. And then we're going to do the same thing from this arc to that starting point. And then the last thing, as you can see, we need to find this point here, this portion, which is this corner. So since that's already been drawn out, it's already done, we're good. We should now go ahead and need to finish this and put a line here and connect it to that corner there, which is this. And there it is. So if everything was done correctly, oops, wrong one. this should match this layout right here. Pretty close, right? So now that is going to be this. As you can see, it goes like that, then folds down, and then goes like so. And then let me just quickly bend this so that you guys can have a better idea of how it looks like. So let me go ahead and bend this other one. And then bend it again. Alright, so let's demonstrate this again. So this we know is here, as you guys can see. And that should go here. See that? Pretty nice fit. And then this piece is this one, which we matched. And that piece should go here, as you can see. Pretty easy, right? Alright, so that's pretty much almost it. Just one thing I just wanted to kind of go over. The reason why this is as a flat surface, as you can see right here where it's nice and flat, is because once you, and I made this just to demonstrate, so pretend you want it on your bell mouth, you put your wire mesh, so this is wire, so you put it like so, nice and flat, and then what happens is once you make your frame like so, then you can put it over it like this. And then what happens is once you start drilling holes here, then you can run your rivets, and once you pop them, it'll give it a nice compression or compressed action, so that everything is nice and neat and flat once the your bell mouth and wire mesh are secured together with the frame. So that's the reason why you have this at a flat surface. Otherwise, if you had it cut at an angle like so, you'd find that the pop rivet would pull in the frame a little bit more and distort it, and it won't look good. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason for having it at a nice flat surface. And then obviously the 1-inch extension that we have here is so that you can add a flange to it, you know, like so, and then you can, you know, bolt it. You can run holes right here and then run some nuts or bolts and then just screw them on. So that's one way of securing it to the bell mouth to another duct, or just simply slide it in. So yeah, that's this was a pretty fun video to make for a bell mouth. I'm going to be making more in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also wanted to take some time and give a shout out to Victor Chavez and his channel, Victor Chavez Astilleros. If you are new to the maritime industry and you want to know about safety without, you know, technical complications as you struggle with English, or you have coworkers that could benefit from this content, visit at Astilleros619, #safetyfácil, #Victor Chavez Astilleros. Si eres nuevo en la industria marítima y quieres saber sobre medidas de seguridad, safety, sin tecnicismos porque batallas con el inglés o tienes compañeros que pueden beneficiarse de este contenido, visita @astilleros619, #safetyfácil, #Victor Chavez Astilleros. So yeah, definitely check out his channel. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys got value out of it, and like always, if you guys know of a friend or especially a coworker that can get value out of this and can benefit, go ahead and share this video with them. Let's start getting more people how to learn how to start doing layouts. Alright, other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.